Waiting for the AC to blast me. Let's see while we wait. I need some references in my life. Oh yeah. Cool. Test. Look at this even. That's good. Oh, you did? Nice. Keen to hear, man. Someone needs to, I didn't know like this vocal here, the sample was like Chami's fucking track. I forget the name of it, but it's so good. It's like, I recognized it because I'm looking for stuff to sample from back in the day, and it's like, I recognized it. I was like, no fucking way, bro. It's crazy. All right, I feel like I have to. No, that's good. It's pretty good lined up. Maybe one more command on that. Line this up a little better. Boom. Baby, look at that. How you guys been? Yo, since all your threads posed, what is your opinion on the sound of current tech house? Is it still relevant, or is it getting to the point of being overplayed and uncreative? I think it's super popular because it's fairly easy to make. The learning curve to make it is not as big. So everyone's jumping on the 1/8. I do think it's a little played out, but not in that sense of like the genre itself is played out, because I think there's a lot of opportunity for someone to come in and just be themselves. The problem is many people are scared of just like bro, like there's so many genres we have, like psytrance, uplifting trance, where you can borrow sounds from that can work in that field. So it's overplayed in the sense of the sounds that they're using at the moment, right? Like everyone uses the same lead, the same formula, but if someone can come in and just switch it up, I don't think it's overplayed at that point. Hopefully that makes sense. I just feel like everyone's trying so hard to sound the same, and they're scared to like get away from the current color palette that has been set. But you could easily go grab some orange, put it in, and you have something fresh. I don't think it's played out though. I think it's just too many people are just using the same sounds, the same formula, instead of innovating it. And that's pretty much it. But I also like to think about it like this. You know, a lot of people first start off as DJs, and then they go like, oh, to make it anywhere in this hobby or in this future career path, I have to make music. You know, a lot of them are lovers of music, but maybe they're not lovers of making music. So, you know, that could be another thing of why you see it's super like copy and paste with it. I feel like once these guys learn how to sample maybe like tracks they like to play out, their love for music, they can use that as a way of making music where they sample out of records. Like I think Adam 10, for one of his tracks, he sampled Michael Jackson's Beat It, like the beginning part of it for the drum beat, right? And then he put his own lead on it with some other guy, right? It becomes more interesting. I have been watching sets too, like the Dom Dollar set at Australia, and I didn't like it because it just felt super like he was just slamming tracks in and out, like banger after banger. There was no storytelling. Versus when I watch like a Green Velvet set, Green Velvet sets are insane to me. Like I can hear a Green Velvet set at the gym and not want to skip through it. It's that good. Like the guy's crazy. It does take a certain level of crazy to enjoy producing. Yeah, I think so to an extent, man. But that's if you're seeing it as the current form it's in, right? Like taking it all upon yourself to do the mix, the master, the you know the fucking lyric writing and all that. Like some people enjoy that, others they don't, right? So it's kind of like, yeah, if you take on the whole thing, what used to be like 3-4 people on yourself, then yeah, it's like crazy. What makes me feel inspired? A bit of UKG. I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm more of a techno guy. I love techno, Charlotte DeWitt, Space 92 stuff, just fast-paced stuff I can hear at the gym. A lot of people didn't like John Summit's new track, Lights Go Out. I was fond of it. I like it because I go running like on the weekends. On Sunday, I go to like this hiking trail, but I run it and it's like hills after hills after hills. So it's just a way for me to like push myself. So I like hearing stuff that has hype vocals in it that's very you know, that just makes you want to fucking run faster. So like I'll give you an example. Right now I'm listening to John Summit's the one we just talked about. Where do we go when the lights go out? A lot of Space 92. Abel's new track with Ray J Vaughn. I thought it was pretty good. I love hearing that while I'm running. It keeps me in a good pace. Old Roddy Lima stuff. Kitama. Kitama has some really good tracks. My favorite one from him is a collab with Heartstring. I forget the name of it. I have it on my Spotify, but I just love the way that track sounds. The chords they used, it's just really dope. Let me see, do I have it on here? It should be on here. Cocoon, Bullet Tooth, Flava, some MPH stuff is really cool. Headhunters, Hardstyle. Let me see, You and Me, the Flume remix. I mean, I don't really have a lot of new stuff. Let's see. Marcus Strauss has some good stuff. I don't like his new stuff, but some of his old stuff's pretty good. Let me see. The Katama track is insane. Yeah, that's what I love about it. You know, like for me, it's anytime that someone can incorporate that into like a very energetic track, I love it, man. I think it's If You Want My Heart. Yeah, this one. Nothing. I think Marcus Strauss is a great producer. Like you hear his stuff sounds great, man. Like it's just the style that he's going for. It's just not my cup of tea. That's all it is. It's a subjective thing, you know. Just because I don't like him doesn't mean he's not good or anything, you know. It's just like Monkey Swag was cool, but it's not something I'm gonna hear on repeat. The song I hear from him on repeat, because I do have one, is Snogo. I love Snogo. Snogo is great. This fucking track. Like, I fucking... You know, when a bitch working. Don't know what to order because they don't know what I'm serving. I don't know, maybe there's like a... I feel badass listening to this at the gym. Or when I'm running, I'll put it on and I'm just like... That groove it has. This one, right? Not for me. I don't know why. Break it down so you can understand that the X is nothing like gonna give you all a little bit some bleed. Professor X. Professor X. I don't know. I don't feel badass listening to this, you know? It's cool. I respect it, right? Like, it's just taste, right? You like certain stuff. I'm not too fond of that. I think Genesee, some of old Genesee stuff was pretty good. Some of his stuff where it's a little too goofy, not for me. I'd rather, I think is the best way of saying it. I love tennis. I cannot watch tennis, but I love tennis, right? Same thing with this genre. I think it's more fun for me to make it than to hear it because, you know, you're just fucking around with the synths, doing all this shit. So yeah, like, I think that's the thing about it. You know, certain tech house stuff too, like that's like freaky and like very modular. Like I love making it. I don't like hearing it. So it's like shit like that, you know. Yeah, Genesee's cool. It's just, I don't know, it's a little weird here and there, but It's cool. Also that new song by Goodfella, right? Like, shit. Wait. The morning coffee song, is it? What do you guys think of that? I mean, I think it's doing good, right? But this is what I mean. Like the genre's played out, but once you start doing stuff like this, you kind of add different sounds to it. I don't think it's that played out. I just think people are scared to do something different with it. That bass pattern's super generic too. If you put it in a tech house track, like dun 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 dun, right? Like you put it in that other realm of tech house in 2020, like shit's generic as fuck, right? It's like the most generic fucking bass pattern, but because you have it in this song and the ingredients around it are different, it's fresh, right? So yeah, dude. All right, let's get into these songs. I got you guys. Yeah, it has a strong vocal hook, so definitely more friendlier. Ooh, nice kick. Now, I didn't hear the new Heartstring song, but I'm gonna have it on. Sounding clean. Oh shit, I'm already liking this, bro. The chords are generic, but I'm liking it because I haven't heard these chords in this kind of track.
Don't look ahead, there's stormy weather. Another roadblock in our way. But if we go,
Yo, they're starting off strong. What is this?
all in the turning, we stay.
Yeah. You're hitting all my. I'm like, that's really good. That's really nice.
Always said our dreams to carry us, and if they don't fly, we will run. Now we push right past to find out. Oh, I don't win what they are lost. We know
How'd it go?
now we want more.
Sit up, sit up. You better give me a synth hook at the release, bro. Like after this break is done, I better get a synth hook. Fucking. That's okay to have melody, man. You know, I get it. We gotta act hard and all that, but like, fucking hell, bro. Like, Hell Sleuths. I'm gonna say this again. My favorite song, I think, would be in like with this formula, would be yeah, Hell Slute's fucking track, bro. I think it's great. Not that one. Let's pretend. I believe it's this one. You could get a lot from it.
Let's pretend this night will never end.
Yeah, that's when I said synth hook, synth hook. I was like, synth hook. You know, like, I never got my synth hook, man. Yeah, it stagnates a lot in this part. And again, you could use a fucking synth hook with that ARP if you wanted to, man. But I would have said, yo, synth hook here. Some variation more earlier on. That little pad he has on the build-up, right? That swell with the atmosphere. Stuff like that is what would elevate this a lot further. Reverb, fucking. Yeah, so I think this was pretty good. The concept of it is good. You released it, I think, so it's kind of like, okay, whatever, it is what it is. But if I would have gotten my hands on this through a feedback or some shit, that's what I would have said. You know, like midway of the song, you have this break. It doesn't really mean anything because you don't do anything different. You don't set up anything new. You just set up an ARP that acts more as, I guess it would be like a supplemental thing, but it doesn't have a very strong defining melody. It's just literally playing out a chord, as you know, arpeggiating a chord out. I was expecting like again, I'm gonna keep saying it, a synth hook, fucking synth hook. I would have said more atmosphere. I would have said a pad that leads you into that drop, nice big ass swell, Valhalla shimmer that shit, bounce it down if you're scared of too much reverb, and then fucking just, you know, volume automate that shit with a fade or something. Other than that, really cool, man. Honestly, like, it sounds decent. So that's my main take on it. You did a good job though. Nothing's wrong with it like that. It's just more of a potential, right? All right, next time we have a house. We have a house on the hill in Japan. Is that where this is at? I mean, I've never seen a roof like that here in the States. But if I ever see it, I'll be like, am I in fucking Japan or what the fuck? Or I know the guy is a fucking weeb, homie. Okay, let's see. Well, shit, I'm gonna play that shit.
On MLB opening day, baseball.
Fuck off. All right, more beautiful music. Nice. Yeah, how was Nico Moreno, bro? At Factory Town. Johnny. Oh, no. Shit. Telling you, man. Some bomb-ass Japanese woman at the gym, bro. Are they 60 or are they 30? You can't tell. Main concern with this, very, very messy. Like, I'll just say it. Drums. What the fuck what are we doing here, bro? It sounds like you got Splice and put the whole drum library on there. I love this kind of stuff, by the way. I used to go off-roading a lot, but then I stopped. Maybe it was just Instagram influenced the shit out of me. I don't know, but this is what I would hear. A lot of Lane 8 stuff, some Yodo, some fucking what's this? Masano, but not Masane, some shit like that. Yeah, it's cool, man. I like stuff like this. My issue with this one is the drums are just very messy. You know, you got that nice lead playing and you got the drums and it gets cluttered, and then there's something down the center happening as well where it just gets too messy. What I would say is, you know, you've already written out the song, so you hopefully took a shit on it, a beautiful shit, and now it's time to judge every little element. Essentially audit, remove this, is that needed, is that needed, is that needed, until you fucking end up with something that's simple but still has that same magic that it had when you first made it, you know? Because usually when you start going into the judge phase, cleaning stuff up, you can lose the magic. La magia, you know? Like, I used to think fucking Mickey Mouse was real and shit. I went to Disneyland, gave him a hug and everything. I almost kissed him, too, on the cheek and stuff, but they stopped me. I don't know why. And then I realized why afterwards, bro. Like, I saw some YouTube videos where, like, it takes off the head, and depending on which video you see, it's either yes or it's either no. Oh, thank God I didn't. But, you know what I mean? It's like, it is what it is. Don't lose it. Don't lose it, my friend. Maybe soon, but I'm probably going to go back to Tech House for the next one. I've been chilling, though. For the guy that asked about life, I've been chilling. Just getting stuff done every day. I got myself a little notebook of things to do. Barely got it. Works nice. Yeah, nice though. I like it. I think it's definitely worth playing around with, man. But yeah, just simplify it down, bro. Honestly, just simplify it down, and I think you'll be in a nice place with it. Oh shit, man! I gotta fucking log in. I'm not that broke. Man has the viejas, the bajas. Well, I heard a vocal there. I was gonna say it needs to be louder. What's up, man? How you been, fool? They do,
I remember those nights. It was just us. Nothing else mattered but the sound. We didn't check our phones, didn't care what time it was, didn't care where we had to be in the morning. We'd walk into the room and you could feel the energy, the vibe moving through everyone the same way. Didn't matter who you were, didn't matter where you came from. For those few hours, we were all locked into the same moment. Those were good days. When the music was enough. When the rave was everything. When the music was enough.
Vocal can pop out a lot more. I don't know if there's some delay to it. Be careful with that. I think it's the rolling bass or like the bottom part of the bass that's kind of like fighting with it.
We were all locked into the same moment.
Right here, it kind of goes up and then it comes down all of a sudden in a weird way, right? So
All locked into the same moment. Those were good days.
So just gotta fix that.
When the music was enough. When the rave was everything. When the music was enough.
I like that repetition.
When the music was enough. When the rave was everything.
Yeah, cool. I like it. Vocal just needs to pop out a lot more. That's what I would say. Hear it on MacBook speakers. If you have like bounce it out here through a phone or some shit, like just make sure that vocal's more up forward because it's kind of like I feel like it could be a lot louder. Fix a little things, and then from there, just little fixes. Like a side of me wants to EQ the kick. Which I hate 909 kicks. It's just my kryptonite. Like I want to grab an EQ, and then I'd be going somewhere between 100 to 300 hertz, and then just a slight reducement of 2 to 3 dB to control the knock in it. I'm just not a fan of that. That's about it. And I think after that, you're pretty much done with the song, man. Just got to double check. Also, like at the first break, before you get into it, the vocal place, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that would be the main thing there. Fixing that. Cool. Let's see. Brew house music. By the way, I'm skipping that song a lot just because we've heard it like at least 5-6 times already. But I think the vocal fits. Good shit. All right, let's see. Okay. For the question, because this is good background music for now. Hold up. Let's see. Sup, man? When you first started out, did your first couple of songs you made suck? If so, how long it take to produce good tracks? Yeah, first couple of songs sucked. I would say about a year or two. And I only know because, and I'm not kidding you. I know I made a good song because I would send my friends the music, and one of them picked me up to go to a rave, and he was playing one of my songs, and he said, "Bro, you gotta release this. It's fucking great." And it was like a trance song because I used to make trance back in the day. And essentially, I grabbed Martin Luther's "I Remember" speech, which I think we all have that phase in our production career where we're gonna grab like speeches, iconic speeches. I have a dream, you know, that one day, you know. I forget what the speech is, but I essentially had it with some like 4 chords, and eventually it builds up and it drops, and it's like, So yeah, to get to that point where my friends started liking it, where they would actually hear it, probably like a year or two, I would say, man. But I didn't have any guidance. YouTube wasn't where it's at. So that's the main thing. And I think what helped the most was, and I shit you not, presets, and hook theory, music theory stuff, you know, learning chords and how to be in key, and then copying my favorite producer's formula. That's what really helped me get there. I feel like if you do that from the get-go, you will become really good in like 6 months, bro. I get people I do sessions with sometimes that are like 8 months into production, and I'm like, what the fuck? You guys are 8 months? Like, made me feel like shit. Yeah, pretty much that vocal. That was the vocal, man. I have a dream. Do you have a video for setting and preferences for it? Nah, not really, man. Maybe I should make one. Yeah, he ended racism, man. Professor Axwell. Yeah, I would say the drop solid, man, for what it is. Here I'm like, I was expecting like going back to the beat. He goes into some break beat. For okay. There it is. I was hoping you'd bring that back. But very relaxing, bro. Really good. Vocal chop down the center. With dancing. Damn. I'm not really fond of how they sit together. Like, it's nothing to do with mixing. It's just kind of like, Like, it kind of takes me out of the immersion of the song. Dancing. Dancing. Cool. I think it's dope, man. I said everything I had to say as we were going from left to right on it. Arrangement's always the biggest things for me when it comes to this stuff. You know, like 7-minute track. I'm not really like, I would say I never got into like the old school house arrangements. I've always been more of the modern arrangement where it's kind of like, you know, like a 4 or 5 minute track. Either you have 2 big breakdowns, 2 small breaks, 1 big break. Right. So when I hear this, it's a little different. I've been diving more into the world of like DAW-less setups, which just means like people don't use the screen. They'll arrange with just their fucking like gear and stuff. Seeing people perform stuff out, and they'd usually do it like this, where it's like, So the question is whether that's right or wrong. I'm not too sure. As long as you kind of enjoy the song and people are willing to buy it and play it out, then that means it's right. You won't know unless you put it out. So put it out. I keep telling you, put it up. But really good. All right, we got Masilo Move. Did you change your name? Is this the Masilo I remember? Is this another Masilo? Forward it. But it is Coffee House. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about the lead. It could work. It's just, you know, if I had to categorize the lead, saw lead or H pulse or like a square, you know, pulse width, square lead, mono legato, always on with a very high portamento. I would put effort into making it sound more proper. If I had to say what's in my head ideal-wise, like let's say I was in the zone making music right now, I've been playing around with a lot with the minimal audio stuff. They have a plugin called Ripple Phaser, which I really like. I've been using that. It sounds great. Rift. If, let's say, those plugins aren't available, I'd be going in Serum and adding like a flanger filter, comb filter, modulating that to move with it. But yeah, just getting it to sound a little bit more proper. Vocals are way too wide. You want them down the center, or as one of my students said, she played out a track live and she was like, I couldn't hear my voice because I widened it too much. And then I had to give her the talk of like phase correlation meter and why you don't want to widen vocals and why in a lot of pop songs you usually have like a strong mono vocal if you're going to widen vocals. So that way you always have presence of the vocal, whether you hear it through a jukebox, a potato, a Nissan Altima from the 90s, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, nice. I'm okay, I'm good, man. How about you? Yeah, those vocals are fucked. Like, bro, like vocals, I don't know where you got him, but just make him sound proper, because right now the break, there's nothing in the break, bro. Like what are we looking out for? So wide. And then the other thing too, right now, the kick has a lot of low end to it. I think it's a decent kick. I just don't, the bass doesn't have the low end. So the way I usually explain is you got a big fat stripper on top of a very skinny dude, and that's the bass. And the dude just disappeared. It's like, where'd he go? What kind of magic trick is this shit, bruh? Hong Kong, bro, 2015, 2016. I remember seeing my cousin get engulfed by a thick ass stripper in the Tijuana red light district. They fucking took me, bro. It was when I was 15 years old, so it wasn't 2015. When I was 15, this is my prime, my ass, bro. My prime is now, but yeah, dude, that's the vibe. Easiest fix, either bass comes up in volume that has all the low end, or you need to add some Pultec low shelf action to it. Boost the shit out of the low end, bro. I'm telling you. But yeah, I like the idea. What I would say is vocals down the center. If they don't sound proper, switch them the fuck out, because you the star. And then the bass, bring that shit up. The lead, I like the idea of it, but you're missing the wow factor in it, which again, I would play around with flanger filter and serum, phaser filter and serum. Maybe volume or shaper box can give you some movement with filters or some kind of shit. Because in the end, when I hear that, this is what I also hear in my head. Like, by the way, I finally remade this fucking lead. Like, believe it or not, yesterday I was making sack kicks, but I finally remade this lead from, fucking hell, bro, what the fuck? Like, they had a compilation, maybe it's gonna be in here. I remember the picture, it's the people running yeah, something like that, not me. It might be this compilation. How the fuck did I check the compilation like that? But it's like probably one of the best sounds I've heard in a minute. Do you guys know how to check the fucking compilations and shit? Like sack kicks, like hardstyle kicks, just to someone asked how's life. Well, every day I have to get something done for Evil Sounds, and then from there I just like work on my production skills in case I ever get like someone coming in, like how do you make this or how do you do that? I know how to do it. So I was making sack kicks. Wait, how do I check this compilation out, bro? Like, it's like there, I see it, but I'm like, just want to show you guys what I was talking about. It's under this, but how the hell do I go to the main like album for it? You know what I mean? Like, so what's the comp name? That's the thing. I can't see. It's just a bunch of guys like fucking each other or something, you know, like, excuse my language. What the fuck? Do you guys, anyone can help? Technical support. Technical support. Ah, thank you, man. See, appears under. I think you're right. Wait, well, how do you check that? I just want to show you guys the sound because it's a good example of what I would want that to sound like. Like that would be my like that would be my, I guess, reference if I had to have one, but Ultra motherfuckers. I don't know. God damn it. Bro, it's like fucked. I guess I'll just go on Beatport. Fuck this shit, bro. Italian leads. Yeah, Italian leads, bro. As I couldn't even get an answer. But then, Quantum Echoes. There we go. So it's going to be one of the older ones. I think it might be this one. Fucking shit, that sounded so cool. I finally figured out how to make it, bro. Over control. Like, that's what I would want. Not like, you know what I mean? Like, look at that, bro. Like, fucking bam, bam, bam. But he, you know, like, figured out how to make that sound finally, bro. Because I used to hear it. And the only reason I know of it because some dude came in and he was like, yo, Sen, like, I have this song, you know, and I want this fucking lead in it. And I'm just like, oh, shit. You know? And I always hate being in a sesh where someone paid to be there for like an hour or two. And it's like, I start sweating and shit, you know. So I never like to be caught in that situation. So I'm always learning stuff. But like, yeah, that's how I would want the lead to sound like that, which I think literally it was just saw like filter work and the pitch bending is what makes it what it is. So yours has that pitch bending to it, but how can you give it this effect? And not the effect, but like just that wowness to it, right? That would be the key on that sound, which I think is going to be filter work, a phaser or a flanger, and then just some fucking saturation. Other than that, cool. And then get the bass proper, okay? I think the bass can come up. I don't know if you're using a sub or not, but get that bass going up too, man. Use Vision 4X, bro. Or some shit. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why Beatport. Also, Beatport has the shittiest audio quality. I've tried to remake sounds from it that have been on there, and then I'll hear it outside, and I'm like, I had the sound. I just thought it had this distortion that it didn't. Because of Beatport. Vamos, papi, la gallina, arriba, put. Yeah. I torrented that AOM, the invisible limiter, right? I think that's what it is. A long time ago, I torrented this shit. Before it was cool.
Do that thing.
I like the idea of the song. Mix, I'm not sold on it. Main reason is the bass is very upfront in a very unnecessary way. This transition now. Not a fan of how it sounds. I mean, it could be just the fact that it goes into it and the quality is really like, eh? The Reese lacks body, mids. The bass on the drop is so fat, right? And like I said, unnecessarily upfront compared to what I would assume would be a house track. The bass usually isn't as forward heavy like that. And then you go into the break and now the Reese is weak. It's like the drop bass ate all the KBBQ. LA ribs. Do you guys have that shit? Like here in LA, we get these ribs. Go to all you can eat Korean barbecue and it's like you can only get like you can only order it 3 times and shit. So it's like, yeah, so that's my main issue. Can the ooh vocal sample not be there? I guess it's just the quality of it. But the reason needs to be louder, fuller, man. It's way too thin. That's cool. Just the quality of the vocal shit. Other than that, pretty good, man. Pretty fire. Like I said, so just to review, the bass has usually with like house music, right? The bass is subby, not a lot of overtones coming from an envelope on the filter of the bass, providing the sound like the doom 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 doom. It's usually more deeper. You have more of a forward heavy bass because of the opening of it and probably the leveling, right? So it's up to you. If you like the way it sounds, you like the way it sounds. Better balance is all I would say. The break, for sure, get that re-sounding bigger, fatter. And the transition, is there any way to make it cleaner so not too many things happen at once, aka the vocal and the ooh? And other than that, it's pretty solid. The call and responses work. Track makes sense. It's catchy. You did good. Okay, we got Swan, Mi Amigo.
You can find me at the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, I also made a stamp style drop during the week just to say I can do it. And yeah, not too hard with Spire. Fucking great synth. All right, here we go.
You can see me beyond the clouds. I cry, but you don't see it. I lie, but I don't mean it. I hide so you can't find me.
Vocal, harmony, not making me feel anything. Can improve on that.
Oh, I'm different now. I'm different now. Oh, I'm different now. Oh, I'm different now. I'm different now.
Well, good thing you came in today, son, cause you fucked up. Yep. Shit, bro. Yeah, usually when I try and give feedback to people, I try to like respect their idea and like try and give advice on little things that could be improved on. This one, however, bro, like you're out of key, bro. So I feel I have the right to say like, if I have the right to click that, I have the right to fucking,
That's sus.
I have the right to go. Bro, it's just the harmony, bro. Like, first off, in the break, the harmony is all over the place. You're fucking changing chords constantly, not respecting the vocal. The vocal, I don't know if it was sung to this. If it was, holy shit. But, like the harmony is just moving around a lot. Now, there is a technique that you use when you make pop music where you increase the change, right? So, for instance, in a pop song, you might get something like dun, 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 dun. So then to increase the energy, the feeling of like, you can increase the rate at which the chords change. Dun, 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 right? So then you would increase, I forget the term for that, harmonic frequency. I forgot, I read about it and it was like, makes sense. And I can hear it in all these songs, but I forget the term they use for it. So, you're fucking starting out like just changing chords fast, and then then also the vocals like very like pouring its soul out. Like a bunch of hands are coming out of the mouth and shit. Like, yeah, I'm different now, and then the chords don't give a fuck. The pianist is like, dun, 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 right? So that would be my first thing, is slowing down the chord progression. Second thing, the drop. It's just like that lead you have. It might be like one of those leads where there's different voicings to it. So for example, you hit the G, The lead might have something that says +4, +3, +7, which essentially you're playing a G and an A sharp or a G and a C or a G and a C sharp. I don't know, but it's making it sound really bad on the drop. Shit, bro. Yeah, let's leave it at that, bro. Like, I would just redo the whole fucking thing, to be fair. Break, good chords, increase the frequency, the change of chords from like every bar chord changes to every half bar the chord changes if you want to for the build up. And then the drop, I would just rework the whole thing, bro. Like figure out like something you want to do for it. Again, I was saying I made stamp stuff to say I can make it, but in reality, I was using someone's song and like just copying their sound selection and their rhythm, and then from there adding my own melody to it. So then that's why I was able to do it fast, and also because I had access to the right sounds to do it, or else I would have to figure that out, right? So why not do that? Like maybe for the break, grab a reference or keep it simple. And then for the drop, find a track you like the drop of, and then copy the rhythm of it, and then pick your own sounds and make sure it's in key. And then I think it's good, man. Yeah, I get you, man. You know, it's like that 21 Pilots song, right? Like, it's like, you know, I wish I could find a different chord progression or some shit. Fuck, forget the name of it, but yeah, it's hard sometimes. You just got to stick with the chords everyone else is using, but maybe find a way to be different elsewhere, right? What is this, bro? Motherfucking. What's up, Dennis? Wait, do you have LA ribs? Do you have LA ribs? Over here, LA ribs is like a marinade on the short ribs, which is really tasty, bro. Más energía aquí. Any way to progress the bass on the drop? In the break, the bass has a certain tone to it. On the drop, like make it hit harder. Switch it. Every second break, chords come in with that sound now, and you know you create like a different contrast between the first and second break. Okay. I think the song idea is cool. Makes sense. This is what I'll say though. It's version 1, so I'm pretty sure you're going to do this. But if you're not, second break, raise the stakes, pads, chords, right? Make it feel bigger than the first break. Last drop, I would switch the sound completely to a more aggressive sound. I would be looking at funk sounds. I would be looking at bass house sounds. I would be looking at fucking Notion sounds, shit like that. You've done it before, right? So that's all I would say. Why? Because the greatest songwriter of our time, he wrote some of the best fucking hits like Backstreet Boys, fucking NSYNC, Britney Spears. He didn't show how he produced his music. He just talked about it. And he was like, yeah, you know, he gave a lot of insight. And I think one of the big ones was the density of the song as you go from the left to the right needs to increase, especially on the high sections. That's one way you make a chorus feel like a chorus, and you make the track feel like it's progressing. In the verses, yeah, use a bass like that that's kind of low, not a lot of energy, more resonant bass, you know, doom, doom, doom. But then for the fucking last drop, you gotta come in balls out. No, 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 no. Right, density, vocals as well. If they're doing, then for the chorus, right, shit like that, bro. Max Martin, bro, you guys should watch his TED Talk. I think it's pretty, or it wasn't a TED Talk, it was like a convention, but it was pretty dope because you learn a lot and you can bring it into your own world and shit. But yeah, cool. That's all I got to say on it. Like the idea.
Just moving day.
Just get
That's right, Mint Mobile
contact,
is coming
augmented choir, augmented vocals, augmented strings. Makes life so easy for that.
Waiting for your love.
Bitch, is she waiting for a wave, bro? She's waiting for a wave.
For your love. Waiting for your love. For your love.
A weird layer to the vocal under it. That's making it sound a little weird.
Baby, I've been waiting for your love. For your love.
I hear it. I hear it. Transition's boring. Doesn't mean anything. We've been hearing the same shit for the past 30 seconds. No build up, no tension created. It drops with the same thing. Horrible. Fuck, I need the harmony's nice. Nothing's out of key. You did a good job there. Right now we're in the drop. I was expecting a lot more. Clap comes in, maybe not the right clap. Maybe it's a good clap in another genre. For this track, it feels like the clap doesn't really work. If I had to say why, too bright, too sharp, maybe for a dubstep track, but not for this. This is way too smooth to be needing something like that. Again, the vocal has a weird underlayer. I think it's cool to want to add harmony to the vocal, add like a bottom layer, a side layer, like Bad Bunny does, but it doesn't add to the song like that because it's not mixed right or because it's not needed.
Baby, I've been waiting for your love.
Oh, thank you, man. You guys are nice. I am going to Chipotle today, it looks like. This part's nice. This is probably the strongest section of the song. This right here, it works well.
Waiting for your love. For your love.
I watched Dickie Romero Masterclass with Fader Pro, I believe it was. I had to pay extra for it, so I don't get the Fader Pro subscription if you want to watch it. Biggest thing I got out of that class was that, like, I guess through his years of experience and playing the crowds and shit, like if you have a big drop and like you got the energy going, when it goes into the break, you need to have a breather, like either 1 or 4 bars, just depends really, because people need that. Yeah, you've been keeping them up here. And then when it goes into the break, waiting for, right? So he said it, not me. I'm just the messenger for that technique tip. Do with it as you may, but the transition needs to be a lot better.
Baby, I've been waiting for your love, for your love. Waiting for your love, for your love. Baby, I've been waiting for your love, for your
That lead, good idea, trying to be different, you know, like trying to kill the predictability of music because you need to have a bit of that for sure. I just don't think that's the right variation to the song. Ta 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 ta. That's about all I need to say. Hopefully you can take something from that feedback to improve your song. But if you don't, your song is still a banger. And sorry, I'm just trying to practice. Like, I think there's a way of giving feedback to people without without getting them pissed off. First, you got to tell them what they did good, and then you can give them proper feedback that doesn't target their tastes, but actually the technicality of it. That's really all I got to say, though, on that. So yeah, I'm trying to work on that. I sometimes get reviews on Evil Sounds, the sound banks, from people like, man, fuck you. Like, it's like, so I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, I got your track. It's right here, bro. Wait. I did. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Maybe let me get you here. My bad. Okay, there, yeah. Let me put it like this. Yep. Boom. Let me hear this stuff. I'm just kidding. I'm not lying, bro. Some people get mad. And that's the problem. I gotta figure it out, you know? But it's all good. I'd rather be honest than not honest.
I don't wanna be in here without you, baby. You know I like you more when you're close. You see me in the club, you know it's getting spacey. Come over here 'cause I'm in the zone. 'Cause baby, when you let it, the rhythm gets you ready for whatever.
Let's just get this out of the way. The balance of this mix is not there. Kick, bass, not giving enough low end energy. And from there, let's just focus on the idea. You have this weird sound that comes in every 4 bars. That's kind of like a low sound. I would not even use that because it doesn't add anything. It just creates more clutter. That's not needed. But other than that, with the voice and the bass and the drums going, it's decent. I would say it's decent.
Don't try to be so fancy. I wanna see you dancing instead of looking down at your phone. 'Cause baby, when you let it, the rhythm.
See that fucking wow, whatever that is.
The rhythm gets you ready for whatever you want. I'm lighting up the city.
Okay.
I wanna take you with me. Don't make me spin alone.
Yeah, I think it's that and has a weird low into it.
Don't make me spin alone.
Here we go. See? The groove makes sense. I think it works really good. The sounds are dope. It's just right now, I guess the best way to say it, let me hear it and I'll just kind of say it. So
Don't make me spin alone.
I would switch the kick. Get the balance of the kick bass right. There's a ride constantly playing throughout this.
Oh, I like
It's playing throughout the whole song. Usually rides, the way I tell people to use them is to wait for the second part of a drop to increase the energy, the density. Like we were talking about Max Martin, right? Like he talked about proper songwriting. As you get into choruses, you increase the density of the song by layering up on the drums, layering up on the chords, layering up on the bass, anywhere or form where it's not detrimental. It doesn't create like a negative outcome. So rides, I would just hold off on them for those second parts. Second thing too is the rides even then. Very washy. So I always tell people when it comes to mixing something or like balancing it, a lot of people like to look at the volume, the frequency of stuff, but not many people look at the time, how long that sound needs to play out for to give the intended effect. So a ride, the idea of it would be to increase the energy by increasing the density and the frequency of the open hat. So in that scenario, right, can you shorten the ride and can it still give us that feeling? That's what I'd be looking at. I would probably change the snare and clap. Yep, that's about it. This right here is where I get more of a sense of the idea because it's not as full.
I don't wanna see you in the corner, baby. I don't wanna see you alone.
I like the vocal though. It's like,
You know my name, I know you wanna take it. You want it, but you're moving too slow. I don't wanna be in here without you, baby. You know I like you more when you're close. You see me in the club, you know it's getting spacey. Come over here, cause I'm in the zone. But baby, when you let it, the rhythm gets you ready. Ready for whatever you want. Don't try to be so fancy, I wanna see you dancing. Instead, ready for spend this evening alone.
is this a build up? Remove the low, G. Remove the low. But here we go. Climax. Climax. That makes sense. I like it. It's like this new shit. If I had to kind of put like a fucking you guys already know who I'm gonna put. We'll put Omar plus, not negative. We want Omar plus. It reminds me of this shit.
How do I tell her? Oh, I'm not telling her. Maybe it's Bella. Maybe it's Jessica. We can kisses on my body. I'm the only one that makes you lose control.
That's the vibe I think you're going for, right? If it is, I mean, he sounds kind of like you too, man. If he submitted that, I would say the same exact thing. Like, I'm not a fan of the way it sounds, but I respect it. I mean, the idea is solid. It makes sense. Melodies are dope. But, oh my God, bro. I know hater and shit, but like, God, fuck it. The Dean brothers are so good, bro. Fucking, oh, so good. So good. Oh, Deans, the Deans, motherfuckers. They did it better than fucking Joshua or whatever his name was. Okay. I got you just because you said it again, bro. But, fuck, I don't know how to say this. I need to ask chat. How do I say this respectfully? It's Canadian $2. But I'll respect for now, bro. Just because I don't want to seem greedy as fuck. But I'm pretty sure there's a political way of going about this saying, well, but I got you. But I'm going to put you more on the back, okay? All right. All right, next. By the way, you don't have to donate to get a review or feedback. It's just people donate and stuff. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll skip. I'll allow them to pass through. Allows me to take my kids to McDonald's, you know, Chipotle, Dave's Hot Chicken. Shit, it's $20 for a fucking sandwich and fries, bro. You know we sharing that between the family, bro, because we'll fuck paying $20 for a chicken sandwich, bro. California, bro, fucking hell. LA, to be exact, I feel is a fucking... All right, bro, let's see what you got. It's loud, bro, I think. Oh, wait, there's a little more I can give you. There we go. Oh, fuck. I like this part. This part's fucking good.
On my waist, pull the clip gun. On my waist, gun. On my waist, pull the.
I don't think it's too subby. Like, I'm blasting it in my studio, and I mean, it sounds fine to me, bro. I will say this. It's like it sounds clipped. There's distortion on it. Any way to make it sound more high def. That's what I would say. You know, I'm an old timer. I've made stuff like this. I just don't like the way it sounds when people clip shit. That's me personally, because I feel like you kill the high qualityness of the sound. It's hard to explain, but usually it's like you flatten the sound out. But do you need to flatten it out? That's what I would say. Because I hear fom, 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 but I'm like, where's the roundness in the sound? Right now the sound feels like this, but can it fucking pop out at me? And you know what I mean? Like, feel like, it's like, feel that shit. The other thing too is the snare is white as fuck. So any way to mono it, that would be the other thing. Because if I had to explain to you why you were my boss, because you hired me for the sesh, you know, we're in the studio. I'm like, well, wide leads, you have a shit ton of reverb. You want that reverb to breathe. You want the reverb to matter. So when you put a snare wide like that, I feel like it kills the effect. It makes that reverb not matter as much. That would be my take on it. And again, it can go either way, I feel. Second sound you use as well. Yeah, this one. Can it sound better? I don't know what. That's all I would say, but I think the energy's there. Someone said square the kick. I agree. Switching between main monitors, right? So you guys see I have this, and I have the little shutter box. On the little shitter box, I want the kick to be more aggressive, more yeah, it's almost like the kick sounds more raw than everything else. It's like everything else is processed to hell, but the kick sounds very raw. So squaring off the kick, I think what he meant by that was probably using like a transient shaper or saturating it more and then transient shaping it. Maybe even like transient shaper into a clipper or switching the kick out completely. Other than that, I think my favorite part of this song is the break. I like this a lot. I thought this was great. I think it's dope. More alarms? You definitely went for a different thing because well, you already got that pack, the fucking Omen, right? So I forget the girl's name, but yeah, I thought you were gonna do more of that, you know, shit like that, but you went a different way with it, which I think is cool. That's literally all I have to say, though, man. I think you did a good job, honestly. This is not my forte, but I hear it and I'm like, it makes sense, you know. Oh, let's party, let's go. And I think I gave the technical side of stuff when I hear it here. So, kill it, man. I thought it was sweet. That break is great. Okay, fuck. Shit, I'm not that broke. I just don't want to log in. God damn. Uh-oh. No! No! Okay, we're back. Woo! What am I? Fucking Brad. He's definitely the cool guy. Duck the kick with a phaser. How the fuck do you duck the bass with a phaser, bro? That's crazy. I made a post about people like you, Brad. I think I got a shit ton of likes too on Threads. But honestly, I was like farming on Threads. It feels like on Threads you gotta bitch about stuff to farm, like likes and shit. But it was like, I think, what did I say? I'll tell you what I said. I've been doing music now for about 10 to 15 years, and I'm going to be honest, I think it's gotten overly complicated to the point where people miss the mark. And then I just thought about how a good song is a good song. So why the fuck would I want to sidechain with a phaser? You are the reason I made that post. But I was also like farming, but that's what I meant. I was like, ring mod sidechain, phaser sidechain. What else is there going to be? Reverb side. Well, this sidechain the kick with a reverb. How the fuck do you, like, why? But I get it, right? You get bored of the standard sidechains and shit, but that's what I meant. We done. So yeah, bro, I'm working real hard on improving my sound impression and accents. I really know how I manage myself because I want to bet that. Yeah, dude, honestly, like, watch the Max Martin stuff. I'm telling you, these pop songs are good, like, references. I understand they're totally different. And yeah, there's a lot more, man. But oh yeah, I think someone made like a saturator plugin. Yeah, fucking Nest, bro. I'll just say it, bro, because I feel like maybe you guys agree, maybe you don't. It's all good. Like, it's just one man's opinion, right? I think he made a plugin where you can sidechain with saturation on a sound, and I was like, and then he shows the results of it, and I'm like, can't you just fucking do that with a gate? Like, I'm pretty sure there's a difference, but how different is the effect? How different is the tremolo to that? And that's what I mean. I'm like, okay, but couldn't we do that already? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? You know, like shit like that, where it's like, okay. With the look ahead match and looks amazing kick and bass relation wise. No, yeah, I agree. It is good. It's just more of like, you know, it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's a good example. It's either I'm getting old or yeah, you know, it's kind of like, okay, cool. I'm just going to sidechain with a compressor, right? It's like shit. But it's one of those things where it's just a bunch of shit like that where I'm like, know what I mean? Just make a good song, bro. Oh, you're right. You're right. And I'm counting on it. Like I'll tell you guys right now, like at first I thought AI was gonna take my job. Now I'm starting to realize that even with AI, I've gotten a lot of people I've been working with that use AI. You still need someone that knows what the fuck they're doing, at least to a certain extent, because it's like, how do you know when the song is done? AI is not going to give you that because you're going to use AI, and then you either go, AI says it's done because this is what it gave me, or, well, how do I know when it's done? How do I arrange this fucking idea? AI arranged it this way, but it can't even arrange it like the way I want, or like how my son's so artist. I've had people come in where they're like, I used AI to generate this, but I don't know how to make it. Can you make it with me? And I'm like, yeah, let's fucking do it. So then I'll hear the AI variation, and then I'll remake it for them and teach them the techniques to get the sound better. A lot of times they'll come in with shitty ass fucking bass lines and sounds, drums, because they got it from Suno. So I'm like, yeah, let's remake this. Like we'll get it sounding nicer. But yeah, I feel I totally agree with you on that sound design thing, because I feel like, yeah, if AI can make the idea, but the sound design isn't on point and it's just too generic, if you can prompt it to give you something better, cool, right? Eventually I feel we'll get there. But as of now, I find I'm correcting or improving on existing generations that they did with Suno. And also the problem with a lot of the stuff I get is it does way too fucking much. Like a lot of vocal chops, a lot of breathing, a lot of bass shots that make no fucking sense. So then I have to talk to the person and go like, why don't we remove the fucking breaths? I don't think the breaths are needed like this fucking frequent. I don't think you need to vocal chop like, oh, you know what I mean? It's a lot of that. You know, so definitely agree with that, man. It's getting to that point. But eventually, yeah, it needs a human touch, right? Or I'll get people coming in saying, look, I've been working on production. I asked, hopefully I'm looking at the right camera. I asked chat, how can I process my drums? This is what it told me. So then I'll check it and I'm like, okay. And then I'll correct, or I'll kind of add to it or tailor it more towards their actual song. Because some guy, I think, added like fucking delays and overdrive and all this shit. And I was like, you don't need that. But again, you know, it's one of those things where it just needs that. Shut up. So that break, all I have to add to this for the break, man, is filter the highs of the snare, possibly even the kick. It just sounds off. Like when you're in the break, everything's kind of deep and then the drums are bright as heck. That's all I would say. Automate some echo, tap delay, reverb to the drums individually if you can. It will sound fucking great. I hear a bass there in that little pocket.
Strobe light flash. This room is breathing and the bass bounce back. Your face is deadly under strobe light flash. This room is breathing and the bass bounce back.
Like the sound you use in the break.
Bass bounce back.
Personally, me, an octave lower. Try it. Might sound better. Maybe supporting it with a Reese or a style of bass in that range would be dope.
Your face is deadly under strobe light flash. This room is breathing and the bass bounce back. Your face is deadly under strobe light flash. This room is breathing and the bass bounce back. Your face is deadly under strobe light flash. Bounce back, bounce back, bounce back.
Cool.
Bounce back,
Love that.
bounce
Switch the
back,
vocal.
bounce back, bounce back, bounce back, bounce
That lead is crazy.
bounce back, bounce back, bounce back.
Oh. I would personally get rid of the vocal on that drop because you've been using the vocal a lot in the break. And then in this section, I feel you need a section where like the vocal's gone. Just get rid of the vocal here. It's going to work and hit harder. You don't need the vocals here.
Your face is deadly under strobe light flash. This room is breathing and the bass bounce back. Your face is deadly under strobe light flash. This room is breathing and the bass bounce back. Your face is deadly under strobe light flash. Bounce back, bounce back, bounce back.
That's cool.
Bounce back, 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 bounce back. Bounce back, 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 bounce back. This room is breathing and the bass bounce back.
I mean, yeah, now you do that. I'm just like, just chop all this shit off. Do what's his name? Matt Varela said silence would be dope right there.
Your face is
And then just go straight into that because then it makes no sense to have that over here.
deadly under strobe light flash. This room is breathing and the bass bounce back. Your face is deadly under strobe light flash.
Yeah, it's cool. I am curious though. I'm like, fucking, because this is obvious. I feel this is one of the best fucking arrangements.
Everywhere she's scheming, she'll
Yeah, this is what I mean, by the way, about the filtering of the drums.
never trust a
Look at that. Fucking clap is filtered. And then it slowly comes up and adds to it rather than always being open. You know, like, aggressive. What's another good song where it's done at a high level, I would say, this kind of style? Toxic is definitely, like, well written, I would say. Who else does this shit, bro? Like, I don't know. Max Styler's cool, but I don't know if I would agree with, like, production. London's on Fire's fucking good.
Can't wait your turn. London's on fire while Paris burns.
The drums
True
change.
respect, it's yours to earn. I'll select it.
Essentially, if I had to tell you what's happening here, again, this is just for me to kind of explain what I want in those breaks, because a lot of people just leave their drums the way they are, like they were on the drops and remove slowly, but I'm like, there's so many effects you can use to change contrast between drops and breaks.
Turn, resurrect.
Or like these
No
drums get
concern.
down sampled redux, right? So it's like a bit crush effect on the drums for the break. Doesn't mean you should go do it on your song. In this song, it fits because of the grimy nature of the song.
We used to go to the rave, to the dance, to the rave, to the
And
dance,
here,
to the
after
rave,
that, we
to
get
the
this
dance,
clap,
to the rave,
pull
to
out.
the dance, to the rave, to 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 the dance. can't wait your turn.
London's on fire while Paris burns.
And you get the drop. What's another one? That's a good one, by the way. I don't know. I haven't heard really all of these where I'm like, fucking great, but that's a good example of it. That one might be cool too. I think a common theme is the drums go away for that last break, so you don't constantly keep them going, and then you bring them back in all their glory. One of them reduxed it and then brought it back. The other one fully removed it, then brought it back. Am I showing this? Yeah, I am. What's another one, bro? I'm trying to think. But yeah, anyways, you can, like, even though the songs are different, you can still learn from these, right? Like, you just go into the breaks and go like, how do they do it, right? You go into...
Your face is deadly, smells deadly under strobe light flash. This room is breathing and the bass bounce back. Your face is deadly
right, you do that, and then maybe it's like you don't need your drums here, and then you can bring them back later on.
under strobe light flash.
Especially the accent.
Bounce back, bounce back, bounce back.
Okay, you bring it back.
Bounce back, 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 bounce back.
So let's just say, look at that. I would drop into this. If you wanted to do like a fake drop. If you don't want to do a fake drop, do the drop, but don't use the vocals. I feel it's going to hit a lot harder if you remove the vocal. I think that's all I have to say on it. Other than that, cool, man. Finish it, because I think the vocal's sick, and the bass pattern too on it. Okay, let's see. Okay. They try to do that subscription thing with the AOM limiter. That's why I stopped using it, bro. Used to charge 100 a year. 100 a year. Respectfully, I'm not a fan of the vocals doing that, but if you like the idea of it, maybe there's something else in the mind. Maybe later on in the song something happens. Cool. But yeah, it's a little too so familiar. I played this before. I heard this before. I heard this before. But let's see. That's a strange name. That sounds like a song. That's what I say, man. Dean, whatever, Luke Dean. Why you call him? You're fucked up, bro. I like the Dean brothers, bro. It's just, I'm no hater, man. It's just so good. They're fucking great, bro. I would definitely say on the drop, the bass, like Dennis said, he always beats me to it, motherfucker. It has low and it has sub. My sub's moving. My problem is it lacks weight, almost like mid-lows. So that's what I would say personally. They're brothers. Bro, I am from LA, bro. I'm in tip-top shape. I see through all the bullshit. They're fucking brothers.
Sounds like a song name. Did I make that name up? I don't want to be an instrument. I don't want to be in this song. Just write me out of this song.
God, fuck, bro. Whoa, wait up. The guy's demanding respect. I'm being serious. Oh, shit, let's hold up. Oh, shit.
Fading. That's a strange name. Sounds like a song name. Did I make that name up? I don't want to be an instrument. I don't want to be in this song. Just write me out of this song.
Where are you? It's pretty cool. I like it. I like the musicality of that. Like how, I'm so used to hearing the formula. So when you do something like that, it definitely gets my attention, man. If I had to criticize it, why am I not feeling the mids and the body of the synths? Why am I only hearing them and not feeling them? That would be my critique of it. Other than that, it sounds solid in the sense of like the idea and shit. Oh, fuck, bro. What the fuck, bro? I ain't getting you in that Hellcat, bro. Get you in that dark, but I ain't getting you in no Hellcat with that drop, bro. What the fuck? I wanted, it's missing the atmosphere. I feel like you need it, no? Not a down, well, it could be a fucking noise, but I feel like you could do so much more with like an echo fucking bleed, a reverb bleed, you know. Yeah, cool track. For me, it's just the bass. That's the main thing. More weight. I think the break is sick. I would compare it to other melodic techno tracks on the synths. mids, that's all. Like feeling the hits, feeling the sounds themselves. Last drop, personally, me, I would want some form of either reverb, echo swell into that drop, similar to what you do on this section here. To add to it, could work as is in a club environment if you think about it, because the CO2 machines or the low end's really going to carry it heavily. Other than that, pretty cool, man. I think it's super sick. Beginning of the song, definitely the vocals took me aback a bit, being all over the place, but I think I get the idea now, the more to the right it goes, so that's super cool. But yeah, dope shit, man. Dope shit. All right, wait up, message was sent. I sent an unmixed version of this track last week as well. Now I worked on some things you mentioned that could be better. Okay, let's see.
What the fuck they on about? What the fuck they on about? Talking like bitches in the corner staring. I'm the one they talking about.
I'm still very amazed on how you got because in the pack, I only put what the fuck they on about, and now you have a vocal that sounds exactly like it. It's crazy, bro.
What the fuck they on about?
Would want a better transition. Could be my subjective taste on it, but give you examples. Chris Lake would look at his music and the way that he transitions out of those fucking drops is always fucking glorious. Removing some of the drums, the last 1 or 2 bars, and then doing something cool that leads you to that is more impactful than just the way it's set up. Agree, it's lacking low end weight. Nice. Nice.
What the fuck they on about?
Ah, fuck. Yeah, I don't know how it sounded last time, but this one, there's not a lot for me to complain about. Mix-wise, I'm hearing it loud. There are some things I'm iffy on. Vocal, lead playing together as well. The amount of top end the bass line has when the lead is playing, shit like that, bothers me. So I'm always looking at ways to, like, for example, if that was the case, I'd be like, does the bass need that much fucking high into it, right? Can you make it sound deeper? Can you optimize the decay on the cutoff so that the bass still has the high end, but it's not like ba ba ba, but it's more like dum dum dum, right? Shit like that. Nitpicking on that. Overall, pretty good, man. Honestly, like that last build up you do, I'm not a fan of how it sounds. Like it feels like it's too, like it's lacking the weight. But if it was, let's say, like the low end is proper, Like it's pretty good, man. Honestly, like it's pretty much like maybe like the last 10%, I would say. Really good, really good. I'm happy. Fuck yeah. Yo, Sen, I wish I could have shown you the track I made on the Nina Pack vocal sounds you released like a while back. Why didn't you send it, bro? Also, someone torrented that pack and it was like fucking asshole. He hit me up. Well, he hit up my wife through emails and he was like, someone wants to buy the Nina vocal pack, but we don't have it on sale anymore. And I'm like, yeah, because, you know, I think I got mad because she fucking charged some producers money to like release the vocals when that's the point of a vocal sample pack. Point being, took it down. So someone wanted to buy it. I was like, it's one guy, just sell it to him for like $20. Next thing you know, he puts it up on a fucking pirating website. And I'm just like, fun story with that. And then the way he made it seem too, he was like, this vocal pack is legendary because it's not out there. And it's like, these vocals are not overused. And I was like, okay, no fucking shit. It wasn't you, was it? That's what I'm saying in the story. It wasn't you. Well, yeah, no, low end has always been hard for me as well because it's just, I think when you first start making music, you know, it's like you get traumatized, right? Like you either have too much low end or too little. So that's where reference tracks come into play. You know, like if you ever go to shows or you hear how people talk about certain tracks saying, yo, that track hits when I heard that shit live and stuff like that, then use those as fucking references for the low end. And I will get you somewhere nice. It's okay. It's an edit, right? It's a rework. It's like he's making it so people can play it out. I hate that fucking snare though, but everything else, I mean, it's cool. It makes sense, man. I'm dancing. Good. I noticed that when I stand up, I'm a lot easier on the tracks because I'm actually fucking dancing, and it makes me less analytical about shit. So that's good in a way, right? Should make music standing up and not give a fuck. All right, let's see. We got fucking nuts, you bro.
Mazda?
Once you discover the
Nuts,
Mazda
you got
CX-30,
nuts, bro.
What?
Nuts galore. Hey. The bass is not really making me want to dance, my friend. Sounds like I entered the
Keep the neck full of diamond. Don't earn the rest the hard way. Better don't. Unless you better know, don't.
I don't know. I just think it's whatever the bass is playing is not it, man. Like, honestly, it's moving around a lot, but it's not giving me a catchy motif. It's not giving me a really good groove I want to fucking shake my ass to, you know? So that's just it. It's not overcomplicated. That's
Better know, don't. Keep the neck full of diamond. Yes, this pipe is full of my finesse. You better know, don't test. Don't earn the rest the hard way. Better don't.
yeah, I can't pinpoint why I feel that way. I mean, that's all I can say, man. I'm trying to dance, but it's like I'm forcing myself to want to move.
Don't earn the rest the hard way. Better don't.
There you go.
Unless you better know, don't.
Is it maybe because you can sidechain the bass a hell of a lot more, and maybe that will give you the groove I'm asking for to shake my butt? I can't say, man. That's all I can say, really. I mean, everything else sounds okay, decent. Like, you're doing everything right. It's just the idea itself is not making me want to, let's fucking go. This track is made, yeah, it's just a bit. I got a few, I think I got another hour in me. This track is made to explode on the main stage. It's a hybrid that borrows elements from Brazilian bass and future rave and is performed with an explosive and danceable energy. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I just went to the vape shop, said I need a vape that has like icy. I like menthol stuff. So we hit that, bro. This is what they gave me. So I was like, all right. And then I liked it, so I just keep getting the same one. No sleep, no fear. I keep hearing those lyrics a lot nowadays. No fear. Only the system.
Life's an implement to sync with the kick of a slick grid. Yeah. Thoughts a distortion of what it'd be like to be truly light. That's right. Life's an implement to sync with the kick of a slick grid. Thoughts a distortion of what it'd be like to be truly light. That's right, and systems give us no sleep.
Damn, it's one of those tracks where it's like, I don't know, man. And then you get to the gist of it, and it's like, all right, bro, you got me, bro. Hell yeah. That was cool.
Life's an implement to sync with the kick of a slick grid. Yeah. Thoughts a distortion of what it'd be like to be truly light. That's right. Life's an implement to sync with the kick of a slick grid. Thoughts a distortion of what it'd be like to be truly light. That's right, and systems give us no sleep. That's right.
That's very good. Very intentional with the drop, you know? Like, everything has a purpose in it. The only thing I might try, unless you want to keep it simple as fuck too, is vocal is cool, very dry, forward. You're stating future rave in the description of this. Gated reverb to the vocal, gated echoes to the vocal, gated reverb where the reverb has a certain effect, flanger, distortion, redux on it maybe can work. That's all I would say. But if you want to keep it simple, right, then you can leave it as is, and you can try the reverb thing out, like the sleep, wanna. Other than that, really cool. I like the way you're using the effects. Again, one word to describe the song is very intentional with everything. Everything works well with each other.
The systems.
And a de-esser maybe on the vocal.
The systems give us no sleep.
You have a lot of space here. Chords make me feel like I'm in euphoria, bro. Euphoric land. Nice.
Life's an implement to sync with the kick of.
Transition can use work there, making it feel like that first break. Again, this is nice, man. Honestly, this is all I would say, and I feel like it's just trying stuff out. Break, you have that vocal, and then you get into the whole ARP stuff. Is there any way to use that vocal, like whatever it says before, to create again echo swell, reverb swell, more space, fucking big, make it feel like that first break, open. When you start going in that the do da do da do da do da do, I love that shit. After 8 bars, right? Like, you want to make it feel bigger. So how do you make it feel bigger? Well, the only thing I can think of is chords, like fucking chords playing, harmonizing with the lead, a choir, the vocals doing something, vocoder quiet. I don't know. Trying out things like that to just make it feel bigger, transitioning out of that as well.
Lives and implement. Lives and implement to sync with the kick of a slick grip.
Facts, atmosphere, motherfucker.
Yeah. Thoughts a distortion of what it'll be like to be truly light. That's right. Right.
Good.
Right.
Vocals very loud. Some reverb, baby. Need that atmosphere. It sounds like you knew Safe. You should hit him up to teach you his ways.
And systems give us no. And systems give us no.
Nah, insistence give us no sleep. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
And systems give us no. That's right. And systems give us no sleep. And systems give us no sleep.
Okay. Any way to add variation to that lead? Again, effects, something that changes.
Lights and implement to sync a distort.
Yeah, cool. I think this would be a really good fucking song. Like I said, very intentional. It feels like you're very precise, but I feel like you need to risk it a bit more on it. It's simple, but just risk. Do like, you know, again, the reverb on the vocal, the break, the fucking drop with that lead. Dun, 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 wow. And then like another sound layers up on that second time, you know, shit like that, man. Right now, this is good though. Honestly, really above average, but I feel like you should give yourself a chance to experiment over the song, give it that wow factor. The times I felt like, whoa, when this song was, when the vocal first comes in on that first drop, the first time I hear that lead, okay, set this, and that's it. The break was cool, but it didn't really give me that feeling I wanted because it's just playing it way too safe, right? You're trying to be too perfect with the mix and shit. And then the build up, the vocal comes in, but it's saying some shit that doesn't make sense before the drop. So if you can fix that, it'd be cool. Other than that, really cool, man. Honestly, like this is fucking proper. Like, again, I think that's the word I can use. Is just fucking like precise with that shit. Like it's like the motherfucker like calculated it in there. Like, oh shit, everything's accounted for. Okay. Shred Life. You know, do you have a picture of your 6-pack on the cover art too, bro? Okay, we did these. So where the fuck are we? Oh, UKG Whip. I don't think we heard this by Tias. Okay, yeah, we're right here. There's a little bird. The older I get, the more I like them birds and bunnies, bro. Ha ha ha. Fuck. There you go, bro. Looking fresh. Yeah. I'll get you right now, man. Fuck yeah. I'm telling my wife right now, hey, go get some Chipotle. I need that burrito, carne asada, sour cream cheese, rice and beans. Fuck yeah. You want the pinto or the black ones? I don't know, man. I'm feeling like a pinto day. You want guac? Fuck yeah, I want guac. $2 extra charge. I'm like, got it, bro. I'll tell you. Of course, I'm gonna get the fucking $2 extra. Right? Give me that fucking guac, dude. You want the chips, the combo with the drink? Yeah. Give me a Diet Coke. Okay, we did that already. Sorry, I'm going down this list. Okay, I already did the guy. He's doing good. Void Audio. The speaker company? Void Audio. Let's see. Okay, it might be the speaker company. Yo, it's crazy because I'm actually... See that I skipped a bunch of people or I'm at the end already. I only got 36 submissions this time around, which is crazy. I haven't seen you in a minute, Whaley. You're in here, bro? Okay, let me get this guy. Kev was in here. What the hell? How you been, fool? Hopefully good. Just releasing everything you make. You better, or I'm gonna pull your legs, fool. Okay, we're gonna go through these. Let's see. Should I get El Pastor? I know they just came out. Yeah, take care, Breaker.
I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody, baby, but you. There's something about your body that's got me thinking of nobody but you.
Hey, that's good. What the?
I don't want nobody, baby, but you. There's something about your body that's got me thinking of nobody
Nice! Beaver, slow! Up, motherfucker! Come on, bird! Let's fly! You don't need that fucking lead. Cool. It's catchy, works, very simple, but good. Again, I was just missing that synth hook, bro. Dun, 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 na, na, na. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. You know, like the Dean Brothers. That's what I was missing, bro. But yeah, I like that. That was pretty good. Drums wise, cool. Mix, it's okay, right? I wasn't feeling the kick energy, and that's all I gotta say. But that was pretty good. Just needs that synth hook section, and then and then yeah, the bass is cool. The second break, can the bass not be sidechain? Can it be more present? And that's really all I gotta say. Keep it simple. Okay, we got bass loved. You've been loved.
I don't take LSD and ecstasy.
Why you gotta tell us? Like, we don't fucking care if you don't take LSD, ecstasy, okay?
LSD and ecstasy. I don't take LSD and ecstasy.
No, I guess.
LSD and ecstasy. LSD and ecstasy. I don't take LSD and ecstasy. LSD.
Really solid so far, man. Really solid. What I'm gonna say is just the kick needs a bit more weight, a little too clicky, a little too pencil, you know, what's up? And like, but yeah, if you can get the kick fuller, that's really all I want to say. And the vocal saying some weird shit, but it's pretty good. It's like, goddamn. That's bad, you kava eating motherfucker. What's wrong with Chipotle, bro? Just because you like to pay $20 for a fucking falafel bread don't mean shit.
I don't take LSD and ecstasy.
Sí, ahí. Linktree me.
I don't take LSD and ecstasy.
Can you do anything else here, brother? Give me something else here. Like a synth, something, an ARP, something different.
I don't take LSD and ecstasy.
I swear, this fucking woman better tell us what she does take at the end of the drop. What, she's gonna say, I take fentanyl, or I don't take LSD or ecstasy. I take fentanyl. Or what else? LSD, ecstasy, what, acid? No. Mushrooms?
LSD and ecstasy. I don't take
Mushrooms.
LSD and
Creminian
ecstasy.
mushrooms.
LSD and ecstasy.
I got it, bro. I don't take LSD or ecstasy. I take NAD. Take NAD. Live to 100. Watch me move. Gonna be natty. Hit the rave real soon. Real soon. Yep.
I don't take LSD and ecstasy.
I take ketamine with my ecstasy.
I don't take LSD and ecstasy. LSD and ecstasy.
Yeah, where are you guys, man? Like, I'm hearing this track is sick. Where are you, bro? It's like I hear all this shitty ass 1/8 shit on Beatport and Spotify. Where the fuck are you guys? Fuck, get some proper vocals on this and go fuck everyone up, bro, because this is fucking sick. All I'm gonna say is this, though. That break, G. That break, bro. You gotta do something, bro.
Take LSD.
Come
and
on, bro.
ecstasy.
Like, you're not doing anything in the break other than touching your fucking hair. Like, you gotta do something, bro. You gotta do something in the break.
I don't take
LSD and ecstasy.
I don't take LSD and ecstasy. LSD and
That's all I would say. That would be my criticism of the song. Is like, you gotta risk it in the break. Stop touching your hair. That's all. Okay, we did this one. Okay, clap tone, Hannah Balling, Black and God idea. Okay. Oh, bro, where you been, bro? Bro, I swear to fucking God, I think you're fucking. What's that guy's name, bro? I know who you are, bro. Fucking. Oh, I saw your Fader Pro shit. Now I'm starting to connect the fucking dots. Like, I know who you are, bro. Fucking, like a legend. Never mind. What? Wait a minute. How do you know how to make your sauce sound that way? Bro, how do you know, bro? Oh, okay. I feel like I'm being seduced. It's good. I feel like I'm being seduced. Now that you point it out, sure. I don't need to. It's a basic saw pluck with a low pass filter, and the grid of it is either coming from frequency modulation, coming from another oscillator, or frequency modulation on the cutoff filter. But yeah, it's like an analog synth technique that not a lot of people know about nowadays. So it's like I hear it and I'm just like, how do you know? How do you know, bro? Like, are you 35 too? But I do agree when someone said like the lead sounds static. Like, yeah, I can see that. Usually when I point something out like that on feedback, it's because I was working on a song and I was like, I was like, oh, my song lacks movement on the lead, so I need to add it. So yeah, velocity, motherfuckers. Shit. That's it, needs some velocity modulations. And then the synth needs to be velocity sensitive. I agree with that. Maybe an echo, a reverb. Thank you, Brad. I love you. Thank you. That's cool. Smooth, simple, but smooth. I like it. The feedback would be that one sound needs movement, I guess. But yeah, I liked it. It was smooth. We got ADQM Do It. Okay, let's see what we got. Hell yeah, let's go. Finally. Show it, bro. This is a like it.
First, you got to just work to the beat. Then you got to put your hands on your knees. Then you got to make your feet be flat. Then you got to put a heart to your back.
Keep teaching us how to twerk, because that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure he's teaching us how to twerk. And I'm all for it. It's fun. I like it, man. Someone in the chat said, "So Chris Stassi, Brad, come on, Brad." Maybe, sure. I can see that, Brad. I can see that. That does sound like Chris Stassi. No, someone said about the vocals. I agree. Vocals can be the reverb, delay. For sure, I can see that. I think that's valid. For me, it'd be, can the vocals get more weight, and can you saturate the vocals for more weight? About it. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with the song. It's pretty catchy, suave. It's fun. Now do it. Now do it. Now do it. Now. These sections here, I'm always like, you don't have to do it, but I'm gonna do it. Like, usually I'll just put the do it with echoes and shit. Do it. Or just an echoed out do it. That's me though. That's what I would do. But yeah, sick. Right. Yeah, let's swap. Oh shit. 7 comment. Let's see what they're saying. Nasty ass drop. What the fuck, dog? Why is he calling you a dog, bro? That motherfucker. Who is that foot think he is, dog? The dog owner? How the fuck you know, bro? Nicholas, I think 2 vocals work together. Nice way to introduce the second one. Maybe you can add some fills between seconds. Shit. Nice false start here. Only feedback is to send me this when it drops so I can rice it. LMFAO. Like the vibe. Okay, and then we got some random guy at the end. Bangs harder than Jack through mid doors. Fucking okay. Oh, let's go! Yeah, Lex. Are you the Lex that used to have a YouTube channel? What happened to the check mark?
Everybody got friends, everybody got a yard, everybody from ends, nobody's on fire. Everybody got friends, everybody got a yard, everybody from ends, nobody's on fire. Everybody got friends, everybody got a yard, everybody from ends, nobody's on fire. Everybody got friends, everybody got a yard, everybody from ends, nobody's on fire. Everybody got friends, everybody got a yard, everybody from ends, nobody's on fire.
Gonna break it down like
Buddy, friends, buddy, yard, buddy, ends, buddy, friends, buddy, yard, buddy, ends, buddy, friends. Everybody got friends, everybody got your. I'm killer, killer.
I think the idea is cool. I'll answer that in a sec, but wait up. Again, I'm a sound designer, so I have to point. Is there any way for the bass to get more of a upper dum dum dum, like pop out at me, the top part of it? That's all I would say.
I'm killer, killer.
Maybe it's the way it's supposed to sound, but I'm just saying, is there a way to do it? Like, you know, like, cause doom, 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 doom. Top part of the bass, like, you know, like punching me, you know, like, That's all I would say, because it sounds very smashed in there, but maybe that's the way it needs to be, you know what I mean? Yeah, I would call it UK bass. More, yeah, I don't fucking know. I made a UKG pack, and to this day, I don't know what the fuck is going on with that genre, because you got Interplanetary Criminal shit, then you got the 140 UK bass stuff with shit like this, and then you got the fucking, I don't know, I'm no hater, man, but the Dean brothers, bro. Luke Dean, Max Dean, I guess some people consider that UKG house shit. And then you got fucking Baker and Stassi too in the fucking equation, dog. So I don't know. I would call this more UK based though. It feels more UK based, but I don't know. Again, I'm still fucking learning this. Like, what is what?
Oh, killer, killer. Everybody know I'm illa, illa. I'm the microphone killer, killer. Everybody know I'm illa. I belong with the animal cage. Just work on you basics. You and your girl need a face. With them on that I never break. She told you you want it, come bring it. I'm waiting. I laugh at your feebleness, and they know that they know who the leader is. Easy to crumble like eating bitch milking myself. I don't need a dip on it.
Sick, good change.
Everybody got friends, everybody got a yard, everybody from ends, nobody's on fire. Everybody got friends, everybody got a yard, everybody from ends, nobody's on fire. Everybody got friends, everybody got a yard, everybody from ends, nobody's on fire.
I mean, the energy's there, bro.
Friends, everybody got a yard, everybody from ends, nobody's on fire. Everybody, 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 everybody,
Gonna break it down like.
All I would say, again, I'm not an expert in this stuff. I did make sounds for it in the Omen pack, mainly because some fucking chick told me to. And I was just trying to show, what's up, in a sense. But anyways, that's another. Is there any way to add more low end? Number two, you have the rim, the hit. If that's the way it's done, the blueprint, then cool. If not, snare, make it hit harder. So I would say, breaks cool, bass goes back. Any way to amp it up a bit more, bass evolves into something else or maybe something different so that the break gives us a break from the drop. Again, the blueprint could be that you just fucking filter out the low end out of the bass, make it sound like it's in a different spot, and that's it. But what I would say and what I would want to do is go into the break with a different idea to give the drop a break to make it matter more. But again, that's me, right? Like a fucking respace is the easiest thing, a speed garage bass Or you have the guy rapping over a speed garage, some breakbeat, who knows, right? That's just ideas I'm throwing out. On the build-up, can the bass, modulate something so that it evolves and changes so that when it drops, it goes back to what it was. You get a bit of evolution, a bit of change, right? That's all I got to say on it. Other than that, yeah, man, very energetic, very fucking like, let's go. Let's party. Super sick. Okay, we got Void Audio. First track, Whip. Constructive feedback, welcome. Okay, anyways, let's see. Hold on, let me answer this. Do you think using AI for certain ideas and making music is cheating? It's a hard one. Tell you why, because technically AI has been studying music made by humans, so all the ideas it's spewing out at you are coming from songs it studied, let's say, right? Songs that, that were fed into it. Now, and again, this is a debate you guys can have. I ain't gonna have this fucking debate. I'm just more like, okay, but if that's the case, if you get inspired by an artist from the past and make something similar to them, isn't that the same thing? Getting inspired by, let's say, Blondie, and then you do your own take on it. Isn't that the same thing as studying Blondie and then trying to make something like Blondie? I don't know. I read this book, Steal Like an Artist, that makes a case that everything in music's been done. So whenever you go write, like a song or something, like it's a mistake to just show up and not have like a reference or have some inspiration. It makes the case that if you get inspired by, let's say, Blondie, and then you take her formula and then just use it outright like that, it's called plagiarism, right? You write a research paper, same thing. But if you, let's say, grab Blondie and then you grab hip hop music and then you're like, I'm going to create an infusion of Blondie vocals over a hip hop track, bam, with maybe reggae influence in there. Now you have something new. So that's what that book makes a case for. But in order to do that, you're going to have to study their music and also use their ideas, right? So there's that, right? So then AI does it in a way, I would say it's similar. Yeah, it's using previous information to make new stuff, copying formulas and stuff, but aren't we doing the same thing when we do that? Next thing I would say too is, one more thing I wanted to add to this. Fuck, I forgot. Fuck, I need to take some omega-3, bro. Fucking shit. Well, I don't know. I mean, that's the whole thing. I get why AI sucks. Like, let's say I'm a sound designer. I bust my ass off learning all this stuff and I earned the right to make good songs, right? Like, I think that's what it comes down to. And now AI can just do it like that for anybody that didn't earn the right. They didn't pay their dues, to say. I can get why people get pissed off about it. I can get, and there's much more to it. That's just a thought, right? The way I see AI, I feel like you can't control humans. I feel everyone will always take the easy way out, and you can definitely be honorable about it and choose not to use it. And that's totally fine. I feel like you can excel at it, right? But it's like, again, it's up to you whether you want to join in or not. And there's nothing wrong with that, because at the same time too, like, give you an example. I'll use Suno for ideas for chords, for bass ideas, maybe notes I can hit. But if I wasn't using Suno, I'd be going on Spotify trying to hear music to inspire me, like hip hop to get a bass idea, like a note palette, right? Like, oh, this song used these 3 notes to make that bass line. I'm going to make a tech house track, and I'm only going to use those 3 notes to make something cool out of it, right? So I would do something like that, right? Is it faster for me to go on Spotify or go on AI? Sometimes maybe I'm stuck in an idea and I'll try to have Suno like give me new ideas for it. But the problem is that sometimes you have to generate so much to get something good out of it that maybe I'm just better off going on Splice and going through synth loops, bass loops in order to generate something, and in order to spark something in my head, right? So there's ways I feel that you can use it. I feel everyone's going to have their own way of using it. But it's up to you to make that decision. And I feel like I said, humans are just going to go for it. And yeah, you gotta adapt to it, man. y'all forget exactly. I think it's fun too that when you make music, you get the excitement, you discover something new, you get aha moments, right? So those aha moments make you want to keep making music because even though you're suffering sometimes and trying to figure it out, the fact that there's a possibility that you're gonna break through and get that aha moment is what keeps you going. That dopamine hit, right? Versus through Suno, it might be like, oh, you don't get that. But I'd argue too, because I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'll generate something with Suno. I'm like, let me try using that, and then I make something sick. So again, to each their own. No, you didn't, bro. He got inspired from Hardwell's track. I think that lead reminds me of fucking Hardwell, bro. But is it Into the Deep or something? It's not one of his. He came out like out of retirement with a techno sound. Then he went to fucking hardstyle. I mean, I can't. Wait, damn, dude, this guy's on a fucking mission. Holy shit. What is it? Into the Abyss. I think that's what it's called. No, it's not that one. Fuck. We're almost there. I feel like it's one of these. Mind Control, Pac-Man, God, Dopamine, Black Magic, fucking Into the Unknown, dude. That is what reminds me of. That's what you got. Yeah, I mean, it's your first track, right? So, I mean, yeah, bro, just fucking get inspired by people and shit, but it's fine, yeah. Different vibes, but yeah. Here we go. So mix-wise, it needs work. Idea-wise, you're using that, so I'm just going to ignore the Hardwell thing. Makes sense. You got good call and response going, so that's a good technique to have when you're making music. So far, so good. Nothing bothering other than the mix down. Cool vocal, gated stutters. That's cool. Wait, let me get this full in. Neat. The 6-pack, dude. Cool. I think the only thing I can add to this, right, other than the mixing stuff, vocal, use it in the breakdown. Create a moment with the vocal, maybe get melodic, do a break with that, give all of this a break, maybe have a crossover between this and like the break idea, and then from there a transition in the buildup that goes from the break idea to the drop again, just to have a bit of change on that break. That's all I can say. Vocal goes there in the break, you do beautiful things with it, and voila. Because right now you only use the vocal in the beginning, but then the vocal goes away for the longest amount of time, and then you just use it here. Right, so it's like use more of the vocal so the track feels like a track. You know, I always get people asking me, what do you mean when a beat is a beat and a track is a track? I guess a track, you can essentially identify the main ideas. The main ideas are used throughout. And it feels like a song, versus this one feels like a beat because the vocal's not used how it should be. You introduce it in the beginning, but yet we don't really hear it, right? So use more of it. That's what I would say. Bring it in the breakdown here. Instead of having just all tension break, why not get like melodic or create a cool little doom, doom, respace action with the vocal. And as you do that, you might go, it sounds a little empty. So then you bring in chords or maybe other sounds to help spice it up with atmosphere. And then you now have to figure out, how do I go from that to the drop? So now your buildup becomes the crossover between the break idea and the drop idea. Did he remove? I'm not too sure. It's his first track whip. So I'm just like, I don't want to, how do I explain your kick needs more low end, the track needs more low end overall? Like, and how do I, but yeah, I guess that could be the feedback, but I'm always like, nah, but it's horrible feedback. Pick a better kick, don't cut out the low end of the kick, and then get the bass low end proper. Use span, use Vision 4X, get the low end right, bro. Come on. All right. Neat.
It's moving
Shit.
day. That's right. Mint Mobile is coming
Who
home.
won the remix contest, by the way? I didn't say.
You get me high from the look in your eyes. Would you be
That's
mine
cool,
if
man.
it feels right?
Time slut.
Be
Let's
mine.
go.
You're just my type. Would you be mine? Would you come out like
Uh-oh.
those heartstrings that need playing?
No.
Would you be mine? Yeah.
Already sounds kind of fucked. Don't mean to be a hater. Man has a 6-pack abs in his YouTube profile picture, but
Play all night.
that bass for sure don't.
Nobody's got melody. Is it alright? If it's alright.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that break.
Would you be mine if the feeling's right? Be mine, 'cause you're just my type. Would you be mine? Would you come out like? Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Would you be mine?
I'm assuming you're gonna do a warehouse style drop.
I got all these heartstrings that need play. Would you be mine?
Oh no.
You get me high, the look in your eyes. Would you be mine? The feeling's right. Be mine. The feeling's right. Be mine. You're just my type. Would you be mine? Would you be mine?
Yeah, it just sounds like you're. Yeah, man, this is just it's one of those feedbacks where it's like, fuck. I can't mix. Yeah, but it's like, okay, so I'm opening up Ableton, like, let me show you how it's done, bro. And I'm just like, fucking. You're not using my stuff, right? I'm going to assume not. And if you are, I need to go rethink my career choices. But, let me see. I'm like, fuck, dude. I get nervous doing production live. I used to do it all the time. Now I'm like, how the fuck do I do this, bro? Wait, am I showing the back to video? Is it? I think what you were trying to do, could be wrong. Hopefully I have my my donks. You're trying to do this. Something like this? No, like I'm assuming that. Let's see, let go out of that. Right, I'm always like, yeah, but so right now your bass sounds like this, I think, if I had to say it. But this would be like the wrong, because this is already kind of scoped out in the patch. But let's say if I were to do it from scratch real fast, minus, all right, sine wave, blah, blah, get that, then, I think this is what he was trying to do, something like this. So it sounds like that, but I would want -3, so putting that down an octave and sidechaining to the fucking bass, but usually 12. If this is what you're trying to do, just watch the stream real quick. Sorry, I'm just trying to get it loud. Pick a better kick. It's going to be the main thing. It doesn't have to be this kick, because if you're trying to go old school with it, then you're going to want a 909 kick. These are all like modern though, for like Space 92 stuff. I think I should have one. Maybe this one, but even, yeah, I don't have a 909 kick like that. Let's see, 909 kick. Mines isn't gonna work because you need something more like old school for that. Maybe samples from Mars. They're on Splice too, by the way. I think their stuff is good if you can find the right kick. But even then, these are kind of shitty. 909. See, like even this, like would be like lacking low end, I feel. But this is like something like that. Yeah, so it's just that. But the other thing I was gonna say, it's like the stuff you use, you know, like if you're using shitty samples or shitty sounds, you're gonna sound like shit. It's just no question about it. It doesn't mean you can't use it. It just means you're gonna have to work harder at getting it to sound right. So that's part of like the, you know, because I could go more old school with that kick. And from there, I might decide to shorten it a bit because it's all about the space you create, right? The longer the kick, the more sidechain that bass is going to need. But even this, right? Like the kick for me personally, like I would put more low end and I would probably do this. And then on the ARP, like this, like shape that a little better, play with the gate. That's cool. Right, and then you can start to do stuff with the kick. Or yeah, you have another But even then, see that kick for me, it's like I hate 909 kicks because I'm always like, I'm gonna show you what I want to do to it real quick and then we'll move on. But I hate the knock in it. It's just not my. But yeah, just working at it. I usually just like to pick a kick sample where I EQ a little bit and I'm pretty happy with it. And then the right open hat, 909, stuff like that for it. If that's what you were going for. So yeah, lower down the octave down, pick a better kick. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Everything. It's like I want to fix everything, man. So I mean, it's just working at it, production stuff. I would definitely get the low end right first, get the drums right, and then from there try it again if you wanted to do it. And yeah, just keep it simple. A lot of this, it's just a lot of the sounds. Yeah, I don't want to be mean. I'll just let it be. You're good. Yeah, get the low end right. Boom, boom, boom. Open hat, and then like maybe try doing the remix again. And then from there, maybe like chord stabs or something. Might be cool. James Hype likes chord stabs.
Yeah. Rhythm check complete.
Okay.
Hey, wait. You know what? Do it again.
All eyes on me. I got that two-step to the beat. Move my feet, and you'll play it cool. When I walk by, cheering by, living up the high life.
All about the music, all about the groove, all about the bass. I don't care about you. All about the music, all about the groove, all about the bass. I don't care about you. All about the music, the music, all about the groove, the groove. All about the music, the music, all about the bass. I don't care about you. Care about you. Care about you. Care about
Cool.
you.
I like that.
Care about you.
I'm stealing your song, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah. Rhythm check complete. You know what? I need the bass.
There's only one thing I have to say. The track sounds pretty cool. Let me see if I can do it. I think it did get it. I hope this is it. Fucking. Yeah, so kick. I would say good amount of low end in it. Your bass needs a hell of a lot more low end. So if I were to solve this technically, like just with this, I would just want to compress the low end of everything. Like I'm gonna be like compressing that kick down and then boosting back up. By how much though? But you're not gonna do this. This is just me trying to show how it should sound. So I'm gonna fucking slam this shit like crazy to where like hopefully I can level it out further. That's, oh shit, I need to go harder, is it? Go all the way. There we go. Holy fucking shit. Like, they need to be closer in energy. I would say around there. Yeah, so right now the way you would fix that is either one, if you have the bass, right? So usually when I level like kick and bass together, say I'm going with this example again, just one more time. Just to give you like a ballpark, you usually kick, let's say the kick hits at 12. Bring this back up. Bass is usually going to be a little like 2 dB below it. But the other thing is I'll check with the Vision 4X as well, like this. And there's other ways of doing this, by the way, but this is the way I like to do it. Because I can see how they interact, like how much low end, the redder it is, the more energy, the more volume there is at that exact frequency. Because when I hover, you can see there's a frequency there. So I'm like, okay, I'm like, a lot of the times if I'm up here and I still feel like the volume of the kick and the bass are where they need to be, right? Theoretically, because it's always going to be different. A lot of times it's because the bass just needs a shit ton more low end, and it's just the synth you used. There's a lot of overtones that get you there, but no, you need to get that fucking, like I could do this. So I like using that. So on your track, my only feedback is that the kick has a good amount of low end, but the bass doesn't. So it lacks the groove, because if I were to hear this at a club, I'm not really going to feel the low end of the bass. It's going to fall flat. So do it again. All eyes on me. You got to get the low end in check. Idea-wise, I think it's pretty cool. I like the idea, the melody, and it reminds me of an old song. You know, that cool shit. So yeah, I like that. That was pretty cool. Let's see some. Sure. Nice to have you back. vocals are cool. But it just feels like they should be like that one song we got from Lex where the vocals are up front and they're doing something like that. It feels like these vocals need to be up front as well and just be more higher quality, high def. Pati pati kati pati kati kati wali high. Would you pati pati pop? If there's any way to get that vibe, it'd be so much better. Idealize the track's cool. But yeah, those vocals are just so fucked. Respectfully, if that's the way they came, that's the way they came. But if you process them to sound like that, again, man, any way to get them more higher quality, more like audible, higher pitch, organic. Sounds like you added a vocoder to it, like evoke or something. So maybe it needs to be higher up, or maybe you don't need that. All right, Dennis, take care. I forgot to ask that you sent something, but I don't think you did. I don't see DNNS. I don't see Keramin Kao. But I hope everything's good, man. You still have yet to teach me how to make a kick. I've been relying on these YouTube tutorials from On Point Samples for sad kicks and shit. Cool. Something different. Something different. Okay. Personally, me, this is all I'm gonna say. I like the idea of the song. Very techy, Mortal Kombat, because of like the Phrygian scale. I think it's sick. Mix on it is definitely hot. I would say overly saturated for what I would deem melodic techno. But again, if you like the way it sounds, respectfully, fucking stick with it, right? Main thing for me, I feel like the main idea of this song is that synth and the vocals in the break that right now sound kind of chopped because of the vocoder effect. The way I envision this, it feels like you could definitely add a vocoder effect to it, but maybe not at 100%, maybe as a layer to it. So that way you have the sick organic vocal that you can push and make it sound super delicious, and then you got the vocoder layer to it, and then from there it could be the highlight of the song, because in reality I want to have that be on that second drop because that's fire.
That gets my
Okay.
heart pumping.
Yeah, I was watching a video on how to make sad kicks. You know, it's just more of those things like, okay, there's more to life. I got to learn, always be on top of my game. And then hopefully bring some of that sound design into tech house or any genre that I decide to make a sound bank for, so that producers can make sick bangers with that shit. This is learning. Keep learning, baby. Thanks, man. Hey, I like that sound on the bills. All right, so it sounds like you watched my tutorial on, you have a basic bass loop, right? And you split it up so that you have a bit of call and response with the basses. So in theory, the technique is very simple to implement, right? Because it's kind of like, okay, boom, 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 boom. The main thing I would say is like taste, right? The thing that makes that technique hard is knowing when to do it, and when you do it, it adds to the enjoyment of the song rather than just being complex for the sake of being complex. So what I would say is right now hearing this, I feel like you only need that one bass. Dun, 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 no, 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 dun, 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 no, 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 dun, 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 no, 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 dun, 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 dun. Like, I feel like no need to overcomplicate it. Boom, boom, dun, 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 dun. Like, that little part is what's throwing it off. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I only got like 5 songs left. Gotta get to. But I got 49 tracks. Okay. Other than that, cool? What do you do in the break?
That gets my
This section here for the break, easiest thing is gonna be I'll get you in, Brad, just because you were fucking chatting a lot. I'll try and get it right now. For the break, usually in this genre, from what I've seen, majority of the songs, it's either one that there's pads, right? Like again, I'm gonna go into Ableton because it's the only way to show. I'm not gonna show you guys my presets. I'm not trying to sell you fucking sounds, but just know they're the fucking shit, and I work really hard on them. That's my fucking life's work. But I'm not gonna show you with my sounds because again, it's all good, bro. We don't need it. So I'll just go to like Factory or even go Ableton, grab a sound, and go pads, find something cool. Right, I'm gonna hit chord in Ableton. Well, actually, I'll show you here. Let's delete this, erase the clip. Bear with me as I do this real quick. I want to do one shot. I'm gonna make a chord. Fucking gotta zoom in. Boom. Put it at C, and then create like any chord you can think of. But I'm gonna do C sharp. Give me let's do a suspended 2 or 4. And I think we can add one here maybe. And then what we can do is, I think we want to retrick, turn this on. But then, no, maybe, fuck. Forget how to trigger it. There's a thing I did, static maybe, is it? Fuck mode, normal, one shot mode maybe. No kid, maybe. Fuck, I forget. It's quantize, yes. Mode, time, normal. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, there we go. So you can like program, let's say grab any pad and you want to create like a chord stack. Usually like I'll do C just so that way as you move around it stays on that. And then these kind of sounds, you can leave the phaser up, maybe high pass. That's just like chords getting transposed from A to E or G. You can try different combinations, but that's usually what they'll do in a lot of these kind of tracks, which you can do. The other thing might be to get a Reese, like a garage, and then just just hold it out. Something cool. That's all I can add to that. Cool. Blow backbone, vous face. All right, let's see. I have Ableton open, so if I need to, I got it ready to go. $23 BPM. So you're gonna indie dance me. Yeah, right? How are you? Yo, what's up, Arjun? So I'm not a DJ, fam. Too much sidechain? You don't gotta sidechain the vocal like that on the break. It sounds weird, by the way, if you're hearing it on the phone, like you're just gonna hear the vocal coming in and out a lot. I would say just get rid of the sidechain. Unless it comes with the vocal, then you're gonna have to figure out how to make it work. Careful. It's getting way too messy. Just be careful here. It's okay to remove stuff. It's okay to filter stuff out, like high pass filter it. It's getting too messy. So okay, that's cool. That's cool. I like the idea of that. Maybe like still do it, but figure out where, like, again, show it to someone and have them bop their head. If they bop their head through it, cool, it's good. If they don't, just say like, try and fix it. But it's just one of those things where it's cool to do it. It's just I'm not sold on it yet. All right, one more time, fucking hell. Okay, might be sold on it. Right there. Again, I'm hearing through. I gotta let you guys know so you guys understand. I'm hearing through the shitter box, so I'm just hearing your shit in mono. And in that section, it gets a little messy with the cowbells, the vocal, and everything coming together. The shitter box is a good representation for me on Bluetooth speakers, phones, and the mids of the track, how they're interacting, and whether the track idea there can stand on its own. The bass isn't really making me go, yeah, you know, I'm hearing more of like the mids, the main idea of it without the low end. So that's why I'm like kind of hearing that. It sounds a little too messy, so I would audit that shit. That's cool. That's nice. Ooh, I like that melody. I like that melody. It's a good melody. He'll get there, Ram. A lot of these people I already know for years. Like, they're all putting in work, so keep at it. Yeah, it is. All right. This is all I'm gonna say on it. So you've heard, like, I stopped at certain spots, right? And I was like, this is my opinion on it. So if you guys choose to fix it, go for it. My main issue with the song, it can feel like it's a little all over the place. It has nice ideas, but it does a few things here where I'm like, what happened? Example one. That melody, that ARP is fire. It's really good fucking melody. But then never really hear it again. And that's where I would be like, why not capitalize on that? Like, why does it only appear there and then we never hear it again, right? So that would be one of the examples of a little all over the place in certain spots. The bass, in this section here, on the drop, the bass sounds sick. In this section, being used sort of like foreshadowing what's gonna happen. The rhythm of the vocal and the bass don't make me feel like I'm confused. So that's something to kind of figure out. You know, why is it? Is it because of the side chain? Is it the swing on the bass? Is the bass hitting like a triplet grid while the vocal is not on a triplet? Right. So those are things I would look at as well. This break is cool. We hear the melody from here, but it just doesn't give us that. Bro, like, that melody is fire. Like, the break here literally just feels like you could just have like a fucking the bass pulsing or like the reese or something with that melody and the vocal, and that's it. You don't got to do anything else. You sell it. It's like those Mal P ARPs that he has in his tracks are really nice. That's the same. You have something nice like that, so capitalize on that, I would say. But yeah, right now I would just kind of tone it down a bit. I think the ideas are sick. It's just more about refining it so that it flows smoothly from the left to the right and you never feel like other than that, there's a lot of solid ideas there to finish and make a track out of it. So it's like a full out, so that's good. But yeah, their style is sick, huh? The hell out of mine. Maybe, I don't know, we have this one too here. All right. That's my name, bro, and you misspelled San Francisco, bro. No. Not the shit. Honestly, just keep it simple, man. And if you feel like you have to add a synth, just keep it on the one. Dun. Just fish your horn it, bro, because right now it's too much on that. They did nothing. I'm still alive. That's cool. I like that. Probably the strongest part of the song is right there, man. Besides the break, like this is the strongest part. So again, it's just maybe that first hit doesn't have to be da-na-na-na. Maybe it could be da 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 da. And then when you get to that second part, you can do the note change just because it doesn't work as good. But other than that, cool. Good. We good. Just want to check the low end of the track. Bass again, kick, good low end. Bass needs more low end. Use an EQ and boost the shit out of the low end. Like I'm not even kidding, bro. Like EQ and just do if you want to do what I do nowadays, 100 hertz. We do a push with a low shelf like this. I'll show you where it comes from. Boom, like that. 100 until you feel it. The base of the bass low end, and then if you want, you can also go 100 quality or quadrant or Q, whatever you guys call it. Can come down a bit like this. Reason for that, it's a popular mixing technique from the Pultec EQ curve low end boost that many people use like this. I only do it when the track needs or like the bass lacks low end, then I will do this kind of boost. So this is The pultic curve when boosting and cutting on 100 hertz. So it's a very popular technique to do. And I would, again, do it like that. On the boost, it can go up like that. Play with the Q, reduce like this at the same spot where the low shelf's applied. And then I do it like this, like boom. And that's how I would boost the low end on the bass. And then sometimes this isn't even needed that much, but you can always do it. But I feel it's just to make it so that this doesn't get increased as much. So then you get that. So then the boost happens there with that curve and it sounds nice. So usually that's something to try on the low end with the bass until you get it to sit right with the kick. And yep. Okay. That's all I gotta say. Good track. And I already said everything I needed to say on it. Next one. Sorry it took me a while, bro. I take forever and I just care too much. But I hope you guys you better be getting DJ gigs and playing this shit out because that's the goal. Okay. Now it's above 3. That is true. Because, dude, fuck. At the tenderloin. All right. Yeah. Yeah, just keep the bass simple. Like you don't have to get all fancy with it. It's an edit for a track that DJs are gonna play out. I feel like you're moving around too much with the bass. Just keep it simple. Let the vocal do everything. That's what I would say, man. No need to like, grab your balls and like, there you go, motherfuckers. I can do all this because like that's what I mean too about. Like I told you guys, I did the threats post where I was talking about like people overcomplicate music too much, aka me, sometimes in my tutorials too. Sometimes you don't need to do all that fancy stuff you see in the videos, like chopping up the bass and doing like octave jumps. Like sometimes just, I think you're like a skillful producer because when enough is enough. You have composure because that's the thing. In music production, you can do a lot of crazy shit. But do you need to, right? Does it add anything to the song, or are you just trying to put your ego in the track? So that's what I would say right now with this. Hearing this, it's like see, when it goes up, you don't need to do that. Like I feel like that's not needed.
Golden diamond rings, all them things don't mean a thing. Chaperones and limousines, shopping for expensive things. I be on the movie screens, magazines and bougie scenes. I'm not
yeah,
clean,
those
I'm not pristine. I'm no queen, I'm no shame. I still go to Taco Bell, drive through Rose Hill. I don't care, I'm still real. No matter how many records I sell. After the show, after the Grammys, I like to go cool.
Careful on the warping of the vocal. It's feeling a bit off here.
Reminisce on days when I had a Mustang.
Uh-oh.
First class, up in the sky, popping champagne, living my life in the fast lane. I wanna change by the glamorous, flops, the glamorous, by the glamorous,
smooth.
flops, the glamorous.
Man, what the fuck? Fucking hell.
First class, up in the sky, popping champagne, living my life.
Oh, I'm not even locked in.
Fast lane, I wanna Flying first class up in the sky, popping champagne, living my life in the fast lane. I wanna change by the glamorous, ooh, flousy, the glamorous.
Yes, yes.
Glamorous by the glamorous.
This is the art, bro.
Flousy, the glamorous.
I think I hear it in the back, the art.
The glamorous, ooh, flousy.
Cool. Anyways, you released it, right? All I'm gonna say is, again, with the bass, if you don't need to get overcomplicated, don't overcomplicate it, man. I feel like, you know, you let the vocal do its thing. It's like there's this band I really like called Cragbin. I'm sure used to hear their stuff, even bought some of their CDs. They make like this indie stuff. And they had an interview with the drummer, and the whole interview with the drummers, he never does anything crazy in the songs. He's never trying to do fucking fills and all this shit. And I guess that's the point that he was trying to make too. And the interview was like, yeah, some drummers just get too crazy, feeling like they have to do all this showboating, but sometimes just being composed and doing what's right for the song is what you need to do. And that's why I'm the drummer in this band and shit. So yeah, a lot of times just gotta, you know, just keep it simple with it. Yeah, then the ARP thing, there was a remix, but it's not out. I don't think it's coming out, but a pretty big artist where like he does a fucking ARP into the drop, boom, and drops into it. So something cool to try, but I think it's cool. All right, next one. What's up, bro? Haven't seen you in a minute. All right, let's see. You like Cragbin? I like Cragbin. They're good. All right, bro. I'm just gonna get broadcast. I'm gonna head out.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
But I don't even know if Brad submitted something. I don't see him.
I never got to the point where I miss. Every doubt would just count as a sin. Got the sight for success from within.
Maybe it's Brad Davis.
My message is clear. So what's the story that y'all wanna hear? White shirt, black jeans. I'm just gonna feed my dreams. Sweet perfume, haze in the room, haze in the room, good energy. I'm just gonna feed my dreams. Sweet perfume, haze in the room, haze in the room, good energy. Sweet perfume, haze in the room, haze in the room, good energy. So where are you now that I need you? Where are you now that I need you? Oh, hey. Sweet perfume, haze in the room, haze in the room, good energy.
Idea-wise, it's cool. This section here. Drop. I feel you dropped too early, no? Arrangement-wise, that feels a little weird to me. Cool.
So where are you now? So where are you? So where are you now when I need you?
Diplo
Where
song.
are you now when I need you?
Okay.
Sweet perfume, haze in the room, haze in the room, good energy. Sweet perfume, haze in the room, haze in the room, good energy. So where are you now that I need you? Haze in the room, good
I'll just say, and if it makes the cut, cool. If not, you're good. Close hats, shakers. That's all I would say. Feels like it's missing, but other than that, pretty cool. Vocals are sweet. Has that like selected style bass with like a nice what would you call those beats? It's not a 4 on the 4. It's like a 2 on the 4. I don't know how to call them. I know how to do it. I just don't want to call them, bro. A hip hop kick pattern, not a 4 on the 4 kick pattern. Let's go, bro. All right, let's see what we got. Dark Breaks mix. Yeah, dude. Oh shit. Hey, Bobman, selector in the deep ground of the LA. A skid row, so cocaine. Get the people coming out the clubs at the freeway. Yeah, it's good. Idea-wise, there's really not a lot to say. Kick-wise, nah. It's cool, it's cool. Let's go to the headroom, bedroom. That's cool. Really nice melody.
Let's get to the bedroom. Make some space in there.
Yeah, I think the idea is sick, bro. Just hearing it, kick, it sounds decent. I don't know if it's the right 100%, but that's decent. So it's just better than having a shit kick. From there, the only thing I want to say song-wise, that break is really nice, right? So can it come sooner and like in the middle to give us a break and then go into the drop again? That's all I can say, idea-wise, right, as a song. Just putting the break sooner because everything else is pretty top-notch, man. It sounds great. Shit, exactly, bro. Yeah, that's crazy. The ideas in your head, fucking wild. Yeah, I like that one, man. Fucking different, but yeah, I was playing it loud. It sounds good. Boom, 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 boom. All right, and then this is...
Windows open. Floor's getting wet, hardened but never heavy. Caught in the rain in my room. You don't see, but it's flooding right through.
It's good.
All of the things I can't say out loud. Drown slow in the dark when you're not around. Caught in the rain in my room.
Nice. Idea-wise makes sense, bro. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, sick. Brass stabs. Then the mix needs work, but idea-wise it's fucking good.
Still smells like you. Talk to your shadow. Coffee. Rage always breaks like the sea, but it's flooding right through my room. Silent storm, I can just feel all of the things I can't say.
Yeah, cool. It sounds good, bro. Makes sense. You know, brass stabs, chords. All I would say is here before this. You have like a mid break.
Still smells like you. Eyes red and raw. Practice your name like a closing.
So that way, maybe you foreshadow what's to come and make this feel a lot bigger. You know, like no 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 no. Because this stagnates a lot. All I gotta say, but makes sense to me, man. Good shit on it. All right, fam, I'm gonna get going. 3 hours. I'm almost at 4 hours. That's crazy. All right, yeah, I gotta get going. But you guys take care.